You know what's kind of heartbreaking? When money, fame, and success can give you almost everything, except the one thing you actually need. Bennifer Lopez, yeah, the J.Lo, just opened up about something so raw and real that it's got everyone talking. And honestly, what she said hit me harder than I expected. Bennifer's sitting down with Howard Stern for the very first time. They're talking, laughing, and then he asks her something that stops the whole conversation cold. Do you think you've truly been loved? And guys, the way she paused, you could feel the weight of that question. Then she answered with just one word. No, one word. But it said everything. Now, before you think this is about her bashing her exes or throwing a pity party, it's not. What she said next actually blew my mind. She basically said, look, it's not that I'm unlovable. It's that they weren't capable of giving me what I needed. Think about that for a second. They tried the proposals, the weddings, the grand gestures, but she compared it to trying to get water from an empty well. They literally didn't have it to give. But here's the kicker. She admitted that back then, she didn't truly love herself either. That one stings because it's so real. Suddenly, her whole love story makes sense in a completely different way. For divorces, including the Ben Affleck breakup that broke the internet, we all saw it as drama, right? Failed relationships, bad luck, whatever. But J.Lo's telling us it was actually something deeper. A woman searching desperately for something her partners couldn't give, because the most important piece was missing inside her. And what she did after this realization. Total power move. After her latest split, Bennifer didn't just download a dating app and move on. Nope. She built an entire support team, therapists, life coaches, specialists, because she was done repeating the same cycle. In her words, she was determined to freaking figure this stuff out. I respect that so much. Instead of blaming everyone else, she looked in the mirror and asked the hard questions. Why do I feel this way? Where did I learn to love like this? What needs to change? But here's where things get interesting. While Bennifer's pouring her heart out and doing all this deep emotional work, Ben's out here saying their breakup had no scandal, no drama, no intrigue, just clean and simple. Done. The contrast is wild, right? It makes you wonder what version of the relationship each of them was actually living. And of course, the rest of us had our theories. When Bennifer 2.0 crumbled, people were all over it. Rumor had it that living under the microscope, constantly performing this perfect romance for the cameras, was quietly tearing them apart. That the fairy tale we all wanted to believe in was exhausting to maintain behind closed doors. We don't know if that's true, but after hearing J.Lo's confession, it definitely makes you think. At the end of the day, Bennifer's story isn't just celebrity gossip. It's about something we can all relate to, searching for love in all the wrong places, thinking someone else can fill a void that only you can fill. She spent years chasing validation through relationships, gifts, and grand romantic gestures, only to realize the love she needed most had to start from within. And honestly, if someone like Bennifer Lopez, surrounded by adoration, success, and every symbol of love you can imagine, can still feel unloved, it makes you wonder, what does true love even mean? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's talk about it.